who does the Consumers Guarantee Act apply to? The Consumers Guarantee Act applies to a wide range of people who participate in any process of trade, whether it be through those who provide products like businesses who sell products for personal or household use, small or second-hand businesses, pop-up shops, and famous auction websites such as users on TradeMe. Popular examples of who the Consumer Guarantees Act applies to are those who provide services such as tradespeople, banks, schools, and hospitals. The Consumer Guarantees Act not only covers those who are the direct sellers of products, but also aims to include the manufacturers of said products, therefore also including the manufacturers themselves, those who attach their brand to the manufactured products, and those who import and distribute the products overseas. The most obvious application for a group the Consumer Guarantees Act applies to is the consumers themselves.
A consumer is defined as a person who purchases goods and services for personal use. In order to be a consumer, an individual must pay some amount of money or thing required to consume said goods and service. A consumer plays a vital, if not the most important role in the economy.
What guarantees are given to consumers? Well, the guarantees that are given to consumers are that the involved goods and services should be of acceptable quality, they fit for their purpose, they match the description and the sample or demonstration model, they are sold by a trader who has the right to sell them, and are supported by available spare parts and repair facilities by manufacturers.
The rights that customers and consumers have when they are unsatisfied with the goods or services are getting the product fixed or refunded by the retailer, cancelling contracts for services, refusing to pay for the work done, or, if you've already paid for the services, you may be eligible to get some or all of your money back. The amount returned will depend on how much of the service provided was satisfactory.
Whether and in what circumstances is it possible to contract out of the Consumers Guarantees Act? Business-to-business transactions are the only circumstance in which you can contract out of the Consumers Guarantees Act. If you were to attempt to contract out of the Consumers Guarantees Act in any other circumstances, it would be considered a breach of the Fair Trading Act. If you are aiming to contract out of the Consumers Guarantees Act in a business-to-business situation, the law requires you to present an agreement from both businesses to be created in writing. Both businesses are required to be active in trade and to have morals and ethics which hold them and their terms for exiting the contract to be fair and reasonable. Currently, the penalties suffered for contracting out of the Consumers Guarantees Act are a fine no more than $200,000 for individuals and a fine of exceeding $600,000 for companies.
If the consumer and supplier are unable to come to a mutual agreement, therefore breaching the laws of the Consumer Guarantees Act, the consumer has the option to present such cases to the District Court or to the Disputes Tribunal. The implications of this decision and action can create major implications on not only the supplier's reputation, but also the amount of money lost due to court expenses. A damaged reputation can create large negative consequences for businesses, as this poses the threat of less purchases of their products in the future or a complete boycott of their goods and services. Society is gravitating towards ethical brands, and the need for businesses to become more public about their methods is growing more and more every day. Hearing that a business is not following the requirements of the Act is an easy way to lose credibility and money.